Are you interested in finding a school to enhance your education? Not sure where to start? Well, today your search is over. CDP Maths Lab eSchool offers classes for C.S.E.C, CAPE, and GSET subjects, along with training in early childhood education and data operation. Listen to what CDP Maths Lab students have to say about their most fulfilling experience.
While I was attending, it was almost the best experience I ever had. Like I was in class, but I wasn't. I would give the school the full 10 out of 10 because the teachers take the opportunity to help the ones that really needed it. To the upcoming students, this is the best decision you have made and it will benefit you in the near future.
CDP Maths Lab eSchool was founded by Ronique Bernard in August 2009 with a vision to see our students receive a solid education with an emphasis on developing their cognitive skills. The school is committed to developing individuals who will have a positive impact on the society.
The class it really helped me, and if you are going to C.S.E.C, I really recommend this class, so you could always give it a try. The prices are really reasonable, and it is really worth it for online class. Like myself, you would be proud because on that day or on that night when results are out and you log in and you open your results, that feeling, it really is great. It is more of an experience that you would really want to relive.
Of course, I went through it and I passed my exams, so I would highly recommend this to anyone. If you have a problem or so, they will take their time out. They will take their time out to tell you. Plus, they have history of also past students who have also passed their exams in once.
I have been attending for 6 months, and my most fulfilling moment would be the interaction between the teachers and the students, as the environment is very comfortable and welcoming. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, I would rate this institution, along with the teaching techniques, skills, and tolerance of the teachers, a perfect score of 10. If I had the opportunity to recommend someone to this class, I would, because I can assure you that you will leave 10 times better than how you had entered. Now that I am leaving, one thing that I would recommend is a classroom interaction at least twice a month, as some students tend to do better with face-to-face interactions. This program would be the best decision one could choose, as the teachers are excellent at what they do, and they will go to the extreme to ensure that you understand what was taught, even if that means staying up with you all night. To CDP Maths Lab, thank you.
Despite his late start, Sean Day was able to successfully complete his exam.
Trust me, it's a really good program, because if I entered a month before exam and I passed the exam, that says everything for itself. The program speaks for itself practically then.
CDP Maths Lab eSchool is convenient and economical. We provide flexible learning options in a relaxed environment. With over 80% pass rate, we offer free demo classes before payment, one-to-one interactive tutoring, clinical teaching sessions to strengthen weak areas, and step-by-step video and worksheet exercises.
So of course, we really are the one to choose. Experience teaches wisdom. So we offer a free online orientation to our prospective students to support your decision. Of course, you cannot make a decision without experience. It is always best to make an informed decision. Now, Of course, we are working towards offering you through education. That means we believe in the mental, the physical, and spiritual powers. We believe we should develop all three harmoniously. And of course, in the past and in the present and in the future, we'll continue to involve our students in praying before classes begin. We look at a Bible text, we discuss it, we get the message from it, and we continue in our class. We are trying to exercise a Christ-centered, faith-based institution. Now, we that students in these hard times, normally the grocery is always the top on the list and the hardest to budget for. And so we want to educate our students in how to plant healthy food materials like vegetables, ground provisions, legumes, you name it, to help them to be able to recognize that they can provide for
Good
themselves
night,
and
Miss Powell.
family without having spending too much money. And so we want to push forward agriculture as a
Good
part of
night,
our
Miss Powell.
program. So we're going to dub that backyard farming, side yard farming, front yard farming, everywhere in the yard farming. And so we look forward to ensure that we deliver that successfully as we have done. Register with us now.
Are you ready to start your journey with CDP Maths Lab eSchool? Call us at 324-8441 or email us at cdpmathlab@hotmail.com. CDP Maths Lab eSchool, designed with your educational needs in mind.
Mr. Bernard?
Yes, Teresa. I was
Oh,
calling
hi.
you.
Good evening.
I was calling you, but you weren't listening to me.
I didn't hear, and I'm right here.
How come?
I don't know, probably because the thing was playing.
Okay. 4 minutes time, and I will start. Giving at least one more person to join us. 1 second, please.
Okay.
How's the worksheets coming on, man?
Still with the videos.
Okay. All right. Okay. I'm not sure what's going on tonight. This is serious, you know. See if I can find what's going on. All right. So we're gonna start with devotion now. Bible, so where two or three are gathered, God is present there. So let us go. You have to catch up. Can't waste your time at all. Are you ready now, Miss Powell?
Yes, sir.
All right, so let us pray. Let's pray. Most kind and loving and heavenly Father, hallowed be your name, dear God. Father, we are so grateful and happy to be alive, all because of you. Thank you for this opportunity to teach and to learn in this fashion once more. Pray, oh God, that you'll help these students who are part of this school, those who are viewing online, and other students who are preparing for exam throughout the Highland and in the Caribbean. Pray, oh God, that you'll open their frontal lobes, that they will be able to acquire knowledge that they need to be able to do well. They'll be able to understand that which they have acquired and to be able to use a right. Pray, oh Lord, that you will continue to protect them and to provide for them. You have said in your word that we should call upon you whenever we need any help. And so we are doing so. You have said we should prove you as well. So as these students study, pray, oh God, to help them to understand that which they study, that they can prove you, and may your name be honored and be glorified in their results. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. All right. Just want to share the thing with you and those who are watching the live stream. I was, did my devotion during the week here, and the story was about a king. When we read the Bible, we normally don't realize that the names of the nations mentioned in the Bible is real. It's real. So I have this practice of looking at an atlas, the world atlas, whenever I am reading the Bible. So I can say, well, okay, I saw that Judah, which is the the country that hosts the capital, Jerusalem. No, Jerusalem is the capital of Judah. And then you have neighboring to that, you have Israel, and then you have Syria on this side. Now, and then further up, you have Assyria. These are real countries that still exist in our time. Now, there was a king in Judah at the time. His name was Ahaz. And, just as how nations fight against nations, even our time. But then nations would fight against nations. And there was an alliance between the king of Syria and the king of Israel. And they ganged together to fight the king of Judah, was Ahaz. Now, Ahaz went into the Lord's house, says the Bible, and took out gold and silver from the Lord's house to pay the king of Assyria to fight. Now, the king of Assyria was an opponent to the kings of Syria and Israel. So David paid their enemy to fight against them. Just like how, America would form alliance with other countries to battle with places like Iraq and so forth. So that's what he has decided to do. And that was a real situation, historical event. But what was wrong with that? Ahaz went in God's storehouse and took out money to pay an enemy. Sometimes when we're supposed to return our tithes and offering, we take God's money to, to solve a quote unquote problem that we may have. But the question, would God be pleased about that? No. The Bible says if we do not believe, we will not be established. God wants us to believe in Him so that we may become established. God don't want us to try and take our money and pay other persons to fix our problem. God wants us to come to Him freely and privately have a private conversation with Him, and He will fix our problem. Just want to share that thought with you, and I hope the others, when they come on, they'll watch over this lesson and they will hear that devotional thought. All right. So we are going to proceed into our lesson. Last week we looked at what? You want to remind me, Teresa?
Pollution, sir.
Pollution. Okay. And what were the different type of pollutions?
Oh, we have domestic,
Mm-hmm.
agriculture,
Mm-hmm. Any other? Domestic agriculture, industrial,
industrial.
industrial pollution. Okay. Very good. Now tonight will not be such a long night, but we're gonna get down to water cycle and water purification. There is a little activity that I'm gonna let you do first before we get into the water cycle. Good? Are you ready?
Sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'm going to put the link for the activity in the chat. So you click on it. Now, when you're finished with the activity, you want to click on finish. Then you're going to click on check your answers. You're going to screenshot it, and you're going to share your results with the class. Well, it's just you and I alone here with me. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Share it with our YouTube persons. Finish.
screenshot it and share it with who, sir?
With me, with me.
Like on your WhatsApp, right?
No, man. On your device.
I'm using the laptop.
Oh, so you just screen share. Well, you can screen. You don't have to screenshot it. You can screen share. You can screen share.
Mm.
You can screen share.
So I would have to screen share before I click on the link, right, sir?
No, man. After you finish, you can screen share.
Okay.
Who's that? Queen Elizabeth? Yes, Queen Elizabeth. There's an activity that I want you guys to do first. We're starting at the water cycle. So I'm going to put it in the chat. Okay, Miss Tasha? So you click on the link.
Yes, sir. What were you saying, sir?
Yeah, click on the link. Click on the link. And do that activity. When you finish, you screenshot the results. And then, you know, you're thinking of a sharing problem. But say we can share it. Share the results. So we can see what the results were.
Sir, where's the link?
I just put in the chat a while ago. You don't see the chat? Look in the chat and you'll see it. I'll send it again. There it is. For those who are viewing on the YouTube channel, we want you to participate in our class. So in our chat, we have put the link for you to do the activity that the students are now doing. And to check your answers, you click on finish, and then you click on check your answers, and you see how much you got out of 10. So everybody can participate tonight. When you guys are finished, let me know, please.
When? To your food.
Sir, I'm out.
What was that?
Drag them.
Just, yeah, drag them. Try them for me. Click and pull.
Okay.
You got anybody finish? Let me know, please.
Well, for
You finished, Tarja?
almost.
Okay. Cool. Sure is on. Good night, Sister Nikosha.
Night, sir.
Good night, man. There's an activity that we I give them to do. So I'm gonna click on the you can click on the chat and you'll see the link to the activity. Whoever is finished, just let me know so you can share your screen.
If you make a mistake, why you erase?
Oh, you
But
erase it.
no,
You just have a start over back. If you erase that, just start over back. That's all you have to do. Restart it.
Well,
You finish, Miss Clark?
sir, I should just what click on this new one, the rain thing. I don't really understand, sir. This area. If I should
Well,
draw it. I don't,
click on drag.
well, if you're wrong, you're wrong. I'm okay, I'm wrong.
Well, okay. At least I tried.
All right. No, this one, yeah. Jesus Christ. Well, that's all right. And I should screenshot it or
Screenshot
just
it
click
and
on finish.
screenshot it. No, click on finish. Click on finish first, and then click on check your answers, and then you screenshot it.
Whoa. What is that said to me?
Saw your score?
Sir. Why? Sir. No.
Oh,
No. No, no, no. Sir, I did back over, sir.
how much I got? 1 out of 10 or 0?
No. This
Teresa,
unfair.
was it
Yes, sir.
unfair? Teresa, you finished, Teresa?
Because
Sir, I don't understand that last part. I'm trying to figure it out. Figure.
Okay, okay, okay.
sir,
Okay, this is an
this is
exciting
unfair,
one.
sir. They played me, sir. They played me. I'm gonna. Can I play it back over, sir? Could I
Yes,
do it
man.
back over?
Yes, man. You can go in the chat and click on the link again and then do it back over.
Then cheat, but then cheat. This is not fair.
Oh,
Maybe tell me spend time on you a while ago. And you tell me say wrong. No,
gosh, gosh,
unfair.
gosh, gosh.
Right.
Okay, while the students in our Zoom class is trying to do their very best, I like the spirit, I don't give up spirit, which is very good. I hope that those who are watching us live on YouTube, you may click on the chat in the YouTube stream, and you will see the link to do the same activity that they are doing. We are sharing the activity with you tonight, so feel free to click on that link and try. Um, if you did well, you can give us your score. If you want me to see your score, what you need to do is to click on email to teacher, and I'll give you the email address in the chat. Let me give you the email address in the chat. So you can email the results to CDP Maths Lab at hotmail.com. So
Sir, can I do it over? I got 5 out of 10.
oh, you got 5 out of 10. Yes, you can try again. You can try again. So learning, it is time for learning, isn't it? So you can try again. Kosha, How are you managing around there, Nicosia?
Almost finished, sir.
Okay, okay.
So I'm finished. Get two wrong.
You got two wrong. Okay, you can share your screen and you can. What are you using? A cell phone or using a laptop?
Laptop, sir.
All right, you can click on share and share your screen so that the other ladies can see what it looks like to get 8 out of 10. No, you have to go back to chat to open the link again, Teresa. Back into the chat. All right, just scroll up so we see your score. Scroll up. No, go up. We want to see the score. We want to see the score.
Oh, 9.
9 out of 10. Voila. Beautiful 9 out of 10 we're seeing there. That's excellent. So let us don't stop. Scroll down. Scroll down, please. So when no, let's want to read together. Go back up, go back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. Thank you. So it says, when the wind moves, the clouds cool down and water vapor condenses. Condensates. This means water becomes liquid again. So, condensation took place right here.
Condensation.
Good. It says, when the wind moves, the clouds cool down and water vapor condenses. Good. Now, in some studies, you'd have learned also that when you have different type of rainfalls, saturated, when the clouds become saturated and it is gray in color, then you know that rain is going to fall. Rain is actually forming. Now, when you go further, it is after that water precipitates. So you have precipitation, and an example of precipitation is the rainfall, and of course snow in some places. So and there's hailstone in some places too. So after that, water precipitates from the clouds. Then water is collected. So you know that when the rain falls, it's going to run off from the hills or the mountains and come down towards the rivers and the seas and etc. So you're going to end up getting what we call a collection taking place right there. And that is where water is everywhere. Water moves in a cycle. That's true. Now, after the collection, now, evaporation is going to take place. First, water evaporates from the oceans, rivers, and lakes. So, of course, the sun will be penetrating the wet land, and then, of course, which when you look at your maybe your pot when you're cooking, the heat cause the water vapors to rise. You're not seeing the rising, but how you know that water is rising is when you look at the pot cover itself. You saw there are water droplets. Good. So because the water has the steam has nowhere to go, it stays there and then condenses and then turn back to water. That's an example of evaporation and condensation in cooking. Now, so then the water vapor makes clouds in the sky, and the cycle continues. Good. This is called the water cycle. Thank you. Now, number two, water from the oceans, the rivers, and lakes turns into gas, and this is called what? Evaporation. Gas forms into puffy clouds. This is called what? Condensation. The wind blows, clouds get heavy and cool, water falls from the clouds, and this is called not collection, but it is
I don't
actually
know how we put that.
precipitation that is there. Then number four, oceans, rivers, and lakes collect the water. This is called collection. The lesson that you ladies should learn from this activity is that not only about the water cycle, but you must learn to read and follow instructions.
Mhm.
Yes, Nikosha. Yes, man. Yes,
Sir,
man.
the matching part just have me away. Can't.
Oh, you
Sir,
have to
figure
click
out the
and
matching
drag.
part.
Oh, you forgot the matching part.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
All right,
The
good. You have
matching
to,
part I give me problem, sir. But me
don't
get the
worry.
rest of them right.
Okay, wonderful. There is a part of it that will yeah, go down some more. That will help you as well. All right. So no, hold on
All right.
there. Hold on there. So here's another example of the water label. This is a label to water cycle that I believe she have labeled it. So condensation, precipitation, collection, evaporation. So you got the label perfectly correct this time. So scroll down. I don't know if anybody in the YouTube chat did anything. All right, number three. What types? Come down, come down, come down. What types of wind? What are the types of wind and precipitation? Much. So we see the precipitation. We have rain, and we have the hailstone, as I mentioned before. I remember one time I was in the country, and the hail farm on the rooftop. Mercy, first time I ever hear hail. I thought it was snow in Jamaica. Then we have snow, right? Good. All right, so scroll down, please. Then the wind, we have the breeze, and you have the gale, Christmas breeze like, and you have, of course, the hurricane. Scroll down. Now, for the matching, all you have to do, Tasha, was just use the finger and click and move, and the line will come. All right, scroll down. And that was that for that worksheet. All right, thank you very much. There's another activity that I'm going to give you guys. Thank you for sharing that. You can stop the share now. So we have another activity to give you. Yes, tonight is your night, activity night, One more worksheet. Tonight is activity night. Let's see who will get 10 out of 10 for this one. No, this one is a multiple choice, so you don't need to worry about dragging this time, sister. This is a water cycle quiz. Right. This one is a water cycle quiz. You don't have to worry about dragging this time. All right, there's a link in the chat. Click on the link in the chat. I'll send it to the YouTubers too. Just getting them involved in our activity. Hello, Miss Minto. How much did you get, Keisha? How much did you get? There's a second worksheet. Keisha, how much did you get? there is our second activity. I wonder if anybody sent us any of those um, thing as yet. We're going to check if we got anything from our YouTubers. Oh, nothing as yet from our YouTubers. Nothing. All right, YouTubers are not sending their results as yet. Okay. So we have Keisha Minto. And those who are watching on YouTube, we ask you to share this live with your friends and family so they can join in the fun and activity from our human and social biology class. We are looking at the water cycle now. We'll be moving to water purification next. Water purification will be our last little activity. And I'm going to have some other nice activity as well, multiple choice. We'll be using some C.X.C possible questions as well. Mostly multiple choice, really, for you to give us your answers to the live worksheets. These are not C.X.C questions, but it's based on the syllabus still. So the first person to finish again can just go ahead and share their results. Those who are in the YouTube chat, if you do it and share and you send your information, you click on finish. After you click on finish, you click on email to your teacher and you look in the chat, you'll see the email address to send it to. And then I will receive it and then I can share it with the class for them to see what you did. Drink my water.
The dragon thing was there.
You finished, Teresa?
Almost there.
Yeah. Coach got the highest tonight. 9 out of 10. And by the way, I'm not seeing any more videos, you know. I don't get any more videos on nobody. Was that one video classes? Tasha wanted. Oh, Tasha, there was a video uploaded, Tasha?
No, sir.
I wonder if I could let you. What if I could let you share that video, screen share the video so we can see it.
Sir?
Are you ready now, Miss Powell?
Yes, sir.
Just click on the word share. See that green object in front of you? Just click on
Sir,
it.
what I'm seeing is my worksheet in front of me. I'm not seeing any green.
Go back to Zoom. Go back to the Zoom. Click on the Zoom icon at the toolbar right there, or taskbar at the bottom there.
Mm-hmm.
Click on the Zoom icon.
Yes, sir. I'm seeing you now.
Yes, and they click on the share button now. This must be a 10 out of 10. Oh, it's a 9 out of 10 again. So we have a tie tonight. Okay. So circle the correct option for each question. And the It says, what happens when water evaporates? And the answer is it changes from solid, from liquid to gas. Very good. Scroll down for me, please. It says, what might happen if it rains in a polluted area? And our answer there is rain might carry pollution into rivers, and that is true. And we saw that in our video that we were watching last week with the gentleman that tells you that he doesn't drink rainwater because of what it polluted. And there you go, right there. What powers the water cycle? The sun, definitely. Number 4, go down. This is the one you got incorrect, I assume. What happens when there is more water than the air can hold?
I did click the second answer and read it again and change.
Okay, the water falls to the ground as a precipitation. And that would be the correct answer, right? Number 5, where can you find the most of the Earth's water? And that was correct, the oceans. Scroll down. Hold on, which is a form of precipitation? Solid, light, sleet, okay? So I guess you use the elimination method here. Good.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Number 7, hold on. What happens when water vapor condenses and collects the atmosphere? So collects in the atmosphere rather, clouds can form in the sky. Well done. And this time you got the matching correct. Go down. So the labeling is correct this time. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
So precipitation once again, we get rainfall, then runoff or accumulation, same as a collection. Evaporation takes place, and then condensation. Job well done. So you know the water cycle. Scroll down.
Yes, that's it.
And that's it. It's finished.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. Well done, Teresa. Well done, Nikosha. I'm sure that Tasha will do well on the last and final one when we get down to the water purification. Right, Tasha?
Right, sir.
Okay.
Right?
Yes, man. Right there.
Match me up, sir.
No, we're not mash up, man. We're not mash up, man. We're not mash up, man. Nothing like that. All right, so we're gonna go back to our PowerPoint. Thank you very much, ladies. That was a good job. That was fun, wasn't it? Eh? All right, so let us now get into. So here's our thing. You have learned. So I didn't need to go to the picture, right? Good. But let us use the picture to summarize what you just did. So we see it will begin at evaporation, where the sun would have caused the heat from the sun would have caused the water from the ocean, from the groundwater, the rivers, etc. And of course, you know that the river water and the groundwater, they all run into the ocean, basically, right? And then evaporation takes place. The vapor change into a cloud, storage in the atmosphere, and then condense when it gets saturated, condensation will take place, rain falls again, and then of course that's precipitation, that is, and the water is collected or accumulated or runoffs, as you can see. But we see sublimation. What do you think sublimation is? What do you think sublimation is? If you look at the arrow, you can tell what sublimation is. Can anybody tell me what do you think sublimation is? Any guess? What is sublimation? It's a storage in ice and snow. And the arrow points back to the cloud. So what could that be? Any guess? Anybody want to guess it? Tarsha?
I guess snow, the ice changed
Change
into
to what? Into?
water,
You sure?
water
Yes.
vapor.
Water vapor. So it's actually from solid, the change from a solid to a gas. So it basically skip the liquid part and go straight to gas. That is sublimation. All right? Good. All right. Thank you for that. All right. Now we're going to go to our water purification, our last little activity. Hmm. Let us see who's going to get 9 out of 10 for this little activity. Who's the first person who's going to get 9 out of 10? And we are still waiting for YouTube persons to participate. Click on the link, it will take you directly to the worksheet that these ladies are doing so well on. And we believe that Tasha is going to be outstanding on this one. Right,
Sir,
Tasha? Come on,
make
Tasha.
it fast like this. Move faster than me.
Tasha, I know you're going to be out. You're going to just get them on this one. I trust me. You're going to get them on this one. I know. All right. So I'm going to click on the link here. I'm going to put them in here. All right. Tasha's going to get them on this one. We're going to do the same for Maths Monday. Now watch and say, no, tomorrow. It's going to be an exciting day. Yes, man. All right. So go to the chat. This is for the YouTubers. Put it in the chat for the YouTubers. Those are on YouTube. Our third activity. All right, so those on YouTube can participate as well. Let's see who's going to get the 100% tonight. We're going to say we can use some multiple choice questions as well from the C.X.C exams for the fun activities for the class. Let's see who's going to get. Tasha is off. In fact, Tasha gone for. I don't know why she's off as yet, but she's off. Well, she's running away from getting the 10 out of 10. All right, so the competition is between Teresa and Nikosha. Let's see the tiebreaker for tonight. First person to get 10 out of 10, or second to get double 9 out of 10. Hope Tasha will get back online with us.
Sir, the dragging part won't stay.
Won't stay.
No, sir.
I know you have to try to fit it in properly.
Fit it where, sir? Nothing is there to fit it in.
No one.
Sir, nothing is there to fit it in
Um,
this one.
Drag
Okay.
it right beside at the side of the first at the of the peak and up top. Boy, pistol.
You heard that, Teresa?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You're not working for me. I'm here begging it to stay, but it won't stay.
Now she's saying to drag it to the side of the top. Let me see if I can do it on
Of the peak. Of a
on the
peak or
picture.
whatnot.
Let's see if I can do it as well.
Sir, I'm finished.
You finish? Are you
Yes, sir,
sure?
but lower than the first one.
Lower than the
Lower than
first
the
one?
first two.
I wonder. I bet anybody can get the 9 out of 10 and beat you.
I can't fit these.
What you say, Terry?
They're not staying.
It's not like me at all.
Oh. All right. So far, one stay.
Yeah. Remember, you can there's a down arrow there. You can click on to, you know. Oh, it did down arrow one
You
time.
know, so me done it long time. Me done it something.
You finished, Tasha? Tasha, you
Sorry,
finished?
me finish and the jogging still I give me problem because when I should click on jog the boiling thing and
Does ever
Sir,
click
one
it?
is giving me is the
Oh, I think I know what's the
sir,
problem.
I'm finished with the top part, just the boiling thing. The part where the boiling, I should jog the thing that the question, the last one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
No,
dragging.
no.
Dragging one giving me problems. So. Nikosha, where you say you put it, Nikosha?
at the side.
At the top. To
Oh,
the left side.
Left hand.
Oh, I get it now.
Mhm.
It works. You have to do the same thing, Tasha. Drag it to the side at the top. It will work. The left part.
Sir, could you share? Well, me not see about the work. Could you share about the work, sir?
Oh, you mean in the chat? Okay.
Can you yeah, the chat.
It's in
Woo!
the chat.
Oh my God.
So Teresa, you finish?
Almost.
Look how me finish, man. Could I finish long time, man? I blasted him.
Oh, that is adding chlorination, I think we're
Okay.
right here. So.
All right, let me just do
All
this
right,
one.
I'm finished. So let's see.
No, but this can't be filtration. Oh. How much you get? That way I wait for you. I say, yeah, whisper to yourself, we get this right. Stop whispering to yourself.
Just one. Well, this I must. Let me see.
All right, so wow. Teresa got a 10 out of 10.
Oh my.
Oh my, Nikosha got beaten on this one.
It not work for me.
Say I do some DP therapy second one button is no.
How much you
Me
got?
just
How much
doing
you get 8? You can tell me.
No, she get 9.
Oh, she got 9.
No, for the second one, maybe you get 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Oh, you didn't tell us. So, all right. So, it's a tie then. It is a tie. It's a tie. All right. It's a tie, Teresa. All right. Could you scroll along for us, Teresa? Let us go through it together. So, the surest way of the water purification was boiling. And, of course, I know that when you're asked to prepare for, what they call it again? Hurricane, they also to boil your water and stuff like that. True?
Yes, sir.
Good. So we're looking at what we're looking at right is the small scale purification. Oral hydration solution can be made by mixing sugar and salt water. So in the case of a drought or anything, you can do that. And if you
I don't know about the sugar, but I know about the salt and water.
okay, sugar, salt, and water. No, yeah, sugar and that works. That is the correct way actually to make the rehydration salts
Different.
mixtures. That's the correct way. Because when you go to the doctor, if you're experiencing diarrhea or something like that as a result of drinking contaminated water, if it's not
Salt
purified,
water good.
It's
then
salt water and it's stuff.
sugar plus salt plus water is the way to actually make that mixture. All right, so that's your way. Some natural sources of water are pond, lake, and
Lake and
rivers.
river.
Those are sources of water. Good, and of course, in our country, Jamaica, when the rain falls, they'll get water from the various rivers that will go into our reservoirs. Good. Collecting rainfall for use when it doesn't rain is called what? Water harvesting. So collecting rainfall for
Water
use when it doesn't
harvesting.
rain, it's called water harvesting. And we do a lot of water harvesting in Jamaica, especially those black tanks you put on your roof. Some waterborne diseases are cholera and typhoid.
Dengue.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, man. Waterborne
Get that
disease.
on the wrong.
Waterborne disease means that if you drink water, contaminated water, you can contract the
Oh,
cholera disease or develop the cholera disease or the typhoid.
cholera.
Good. Need to know these things. Yes. States where rainfall is less are scarce are well.
Should I guess the one then?
Yes, because we don't live in those countries, eh?
Raj.
We don't live in those countries. All right, scroll
It
down,
was the
please.
last question I did.
Okay, scroll down. And this is the correct name of the given procedures to purify the water. So these are different procedures to purify the water: boiling, adding alum, filtration, and of course chlorination. Now you're going to be seeing three out of these
Coordination.
four methods in a large scale
Boiling,
method.
pouring,
All right. Thank you very much for that, Teresa, and good job, ladies. And I know that Tasha will come with a bang next time. All right, Tasha. The dragging thing giving Tasha a problem. We do understand that. We do understand that. All right, so we're gonna go back to our PowerPoint. Ladies, how was that? Was it fun?
and yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Good. I thought YouTubers would have made it more fun today by doing a little activity, but obviously they're watching television. I don't know. All right. Now we're gonna be looking at the water treatment process, but first we're gonna watch this video and listen to it carefully so that you can get much out of it.
How does drinking water?
I will try see if I can maximize the video. I want to maximize the video so you can see it properly.
Get to your home.
Wow. I'm not really sure.
Probably through a series of pipes.
Pipes.
Pipes
And all that.
through pipes.
I have no clue.
I assume it comes up through the pump in the ground.
Through a filter?
Gets to a house with a pump, water pump.
Ah, nature. So beautiful and calm.
Hey, Splash, did you know that reservoirs like this are one of the places where we get our drinking water?
Wait a minute there. You don't want to drink this stuff. I'm telling you, I've been in a lot of water, including this reservoir. You know what's in there? Fish. You know what they do, right? They
Oh, Splash, don't even go there.
You know, a lot happens to this water before we can drink it.
You're telling me? Hey, I've been cleaned up a few times.
American Water's experts work round the clock, removing bacteria, viruses, micropollutants, and other harmful particles from the water you drink. They do such a good job that American Water often provides water service that is better than what the government requires.
The treatment process begins here, at the pumping station.
Pumps draw raw water from reservoirs, lakes, rivers, streams, wells, or underground aquifers. Water travels by pipeline from the pumping station to the treatment facility. The first step in the cleaning process removes sediment and particles from the water with the help of coagulants.
What?
Coagulants are chemicals that act like magnets. They cause particles in the water to stick together. These groups of particles are called floc.
Huh, I didn't know I had it in me.
American Water uses two common processes to separate and remove floc from water. One sinks floc to the bottom of a tank. The other method pumps air into the water and floc, causing residual particles to float to the top. The separation of water and floc is called clarification. With either method, the clarification process removes most of the floc from the water. The next step? Filtration.
Whoa! Hey, watch it! Wow, can a water droplet get a bruise? Sheesh! Ow! Wow, I just got pushed through layers of activated carbon, sand, and gravel. Please tell me I'm clean.
Sorry, Splash, you're not completely out of the water. You're filtered, but you might be infected with tiny microorganisms. Don't worry, disinfection doesn't hurt. Chlorine and ozone are just two of the ways we disinfect water at American Water.
I love chlorine. It's been disinfecting water and keeping me clean for over a century. But what's ozone?
Ozone is supercharged oxygen. These bubbles scrub and disinfect. Viruses, germs, and fungi don't stand a chance.
Whoa, hey, that tickles! Stop it already! I'm gonna wet my pants!
Hey, Splash, guess what? You're finally drinking water, ready for distribution to homes and businesses.
Are you sure? How do you know?
American Water's certified operators and water quality specialists test and monitor water throughout the treatment process, from source to tap. In fact, we conduct thousands of tests on your drinking water.
I'm certified, verified, decontaminized, and feeling fine.
All right. Let's see how much you can recall from that American video. Now, this is not our video. This is a American video which we took from YouTube. So all credits to American Water. All right. Question to the class. What is the first stage of water purification from that company?
Coagulation.
No.
Say go again.
Not coagulation.
Sir, repeat the question.
What's the first stage? First stage.
First stage.
Sir, clarification.
Purification.
No.
Sir, what?
Nikosha, you want to try too? Since you guys are trying. We're gonna replay the video.
Sir, the first stage is where they pull the raw water from
the rivers and the reservoirs.
Yes, sir.
So the collection of the water, basically. But they did something with the water. In Jamaica here, if you go to and this video is like a field trip for us, right? Virtual field trip. Now, in Jamaica, of course, we get our water from rivers and so forth, as mentioned before. And it goes into, like, for example, the Mona Dam. And this water channels towards placed in the Water Commission, and they will have some grills to separate debris from the water, right? And then sand and all and slit and all these things will be separated. And I'm going to play the video again so you can hear that first stage. Let's go. And I'll pause it at various places so you can make note of what step 1, step 2, step 3 as we go along. So please make note as I pause the video.
How does drinking water get to your home?
Wow. I'm not really sure.
Probably through a series of pipes.
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 And all that.
Through pipes.
I have no clue.
I assume it comes up through the pump in the ground.
Through a filter?
Gets to a house with a pump, water pump.
Ah, nature. So beautiful and calm.
Hey, Splash, did you know that reservoirs like this are one of the places where we get our drinking water?
Wait a minute there. You don't want to drink this stuff. I'm telling you, I've been in a lot of water, including this reservoir. You know what's in there? Fish. You know what they do, right? They
Oh, Splash, don't even go there.
You know, a lot happens to this water before we can drink it.
You're telling me? Hey, I've been cleaned up a few times.
American Water's experts work round the clock, removing bacteria, viruses, micropollutants, and other harmful particles from the water you drink. They do such a good job that American Water often provides water service that is better than what the government requires.
The treatment process begins here, at the pumping station.
Pumps draw raw.
So make note of that. Treatment begins at the pumping station. Make note of that, please. So treatment begins at the pumping station. All right. Let's continue.
Raw water from reservoirs, lakes, rivers, streams, wells, or underground aquifers. Water travels by pipeline from the pumping station to the treatment facility. The first step in the cleaning process removes sediment and particles from the water with the help of coagulants.
All right. So what it does? Removes what? The first step.
Remove sediment and
Good. Remove sediment. So the first step is really called sedimentation. With the help of that C word there. Good. So the first step is actually sedimentation. Good. But when they add the chemicals, it's to get the things them together. But what they're really doing is separating the sediments from the water. So the first step is actually called sedimentation.
What?
Coagulants are chemicals that act like magnets. They cause particles in the water to stick together. These groups of particles are called flock.
Huh, I didn't know I had it in me.
American Water uses two common processes to separate and remove flock from water. One sinks flock to the bottom of a tank. The other method pumps air into the water and flock, causing residual particles to float to the top. The separation of water.
So we have a clarification. So look at the sequence of water purification according to this company.
and flock is called clarification. With either method, the clarification process removes most of the flock from the water. The next step, filtration.
Whoa! Hey, watch it! Wow! Can a water...
So next step is what? Filtration. Okay. This is what I'm doing with videos. I don't just watch videos all the way. I might watch it once the first time. Second time around, we pause and we make notes. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Make sure.
Droplet get a bruise? Sheesh! Ow! Wow! I just got pushed through layers of activated carbon, sand, and gravel. Please tell me I'm clean.
Sorry, Splash, you're not completely out of the water. You're filtered, but you might be infected with tiny microorganisms. Don't worry, disinfection doesn't hurt. Chlorine and ozone are just two of the ways we disinfect water at American Water.
I love chlorine. It's been disinfecting water and keeping me clean for over a century. But what's ozone?
Ozone is supercharged oxygen. These bubbles scrub and disinfect. Viruses, germs, and fungi don't stand a chance.
Whoa, hey, that tickles! Stop it already! I'm gonna wet my pants!
Hey, Splash, guess what? You're finally drinking water. Ready for...
So the next step then, or the final step, is disinfection or chlorination. All right? Disinfection or chlorination. All right, so they use chlorine. All right, so those are it. So they're going to describe water purification at a large scale. You know, you're going to be collecting water at the pumping station there and just grilling it. And then you start sedimentation, then clarification, and then filtration. And they use different things to filtrate it. Good. In some case, I think, well, what the sewage plant one, you'll understand that one. Then, of course, disinfection and chlorination. That's why when you get your drinking water through your pipes, you will see it looking white because it was chlorinated before you can actually drink it. All right? Because it wants to get rid of those the small organisms you cannot actually see with a naked eye, microscopic organisms. Good. They use another chemical different from chlorine. Can somebody mention what was the other chemical that they use different from chlorine?
Ozone.
Ozone. Excellent, Tarsha. All right. So they use ozone as well as chlorine to disinfect the water. So these are the steps that you use to describe the treatments of water. All right. Not bad. Can we move on now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Wonderful. So we have done a terrific job right there. All right. So here you have your steps and so forth. And this is our picture here. So you have raw water coagulates, which is basically all of this right here would have been part of sedimentation. Good. Put everything together, and then now disinfect it, filtrate it rather, disinfectation, and the treated water is stored and then distributed to the consumers. All right. All right, so let's move to our next slide.
does drinking water get to your home?
All right, we have another video. We continue with water purification. This is from a different perspective from India. And let's hear, you heard about the American water. Let us look at the one from India now.
Earth is a watery planet, yet water is a precious commodity. Can you guess why? This is because just 3% of all the water available on Earth is fresh water. The rest, 97%, is saline water of the oceans. Out of this 3%, the surface water of rivers, lakes, or springs forms an even smaller percentage. Fresh water from various sources may contain disease-causing germs and impurities. Large-scale water purification is done before it reaches our homes. So, let's see the journey of water before it reaches our home. At the end of this module, you will be able to define and describe sedimentation, filtration, and aeration, describe the process of chlorination and adding disinfectants, describe the journey of water from the sources to our homes. Here is a simplified diagram of a water treatment plant. Fresh water.
I want to take a screenshot that. Let me move this out of the way. Use a screenshot that for me, please, so you can have it. And just draw it in a book as best as you possibly can. Finish screenshotting.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I want you to look carefully at the picture. Intake of water comes into this tank. There's the intake tank. But you realize now it goes in the sedimentation tank first. So sedimentation basically taking place first. Then coagulation tank, we're going to put it together. And then it goes into now the filtration tank. Good. So the water now begins to starts to filter the water. And you know that means to separate any other residue from the actual filtrate, which would have been your water. And if you know what a filter paper looks like, and you put it in a filter funnel, and you pour a mixture on it, you realize that the solids stay on the filter paper while the water passes through the filter paper. And what goes into the collection bottle that you may collect it in is called the filtrate. And what is left on the filter paper is actually called the residue. All right. Then you have the aeration tank right here. And then from the aeration tank, you have the disinfectant tank, and then water is stored for distribution. All right, let's continue.
Water from the rivers and lakes are taken through pipes to large water treatment plants for purification. In the first stage of purification, water is pumped and stored in large sedimentation tanks. Alum is commonly used as a coagulant which forces tiny particles of dirt to stick together and settle down.
Remember I told you that I've come back to see these terms again from the worksheet you did. So the alum there, add in alum, right? Remember that one from the worksheet?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Second stage, water is carried from sedimentation tanks to the filtration tanks. Here, water is passed through the beds of charcoal, sand, and gravel. This process removes the remaining suspended impurities.
Now, I want you to realize that charcoal is actually used. Because I remember my stepmother, when she's actually filtering the water, because instead of buying a water filter, she used charcoal to actually filter the water. Yes, she did that. You put it in a container, so you pour the water over it, and the water it starts to purify it while it's filtering the water. That's how she prepare her water. So you're learning something here.
The third stage of purification process is aeration. Air is passed through the filtered water in the reservoir by a pump with air diffusers. The circulation of air reduces the concentration of taste and odor-causing substances. This process is known as aeration.
So you hear, just to repeat what she says, air is pumped into the water. And the purpose for that is to remove what? Right?
Odor.
Odor and what? And certain distasteful taste, of course. Good? So you aerate the water as well. Good? All right?
Disinfecting is the first stage of the purification process. In this stage, water is carried from the aeration tank to the disinfectant tank. Adding disinfectants such as chlorine destroys disease-causing organisms in water. Ultraviolet radiation and oxidative chemicals such as potassium permanganate and ozone are also used for disinfecting water. What's next?
All right. Now you're seeing what Water Commission really charging you for. Because if we were to use our tanks from the rural area in Jamaica or maybe in the Caribbean, we don't have this thing. We don't have this large scale water purification. So I guess at home you'd have to use a small scale water purification where you boil the water, good, killing the bacteria that might be in it. And you put a little tip of bleach inside of it, which is chlorination, where you're small scale purification. But what we're literally paying Water Commission for these things. And naturally, they have to spend money to purchase chlorine, they have to spend money to purchase ozone, they have to spend money to purchase potassium permanganate. They have to spend money to purchase these um, chemicals in large quantity. So by right, they are spending money to make us have safe water to drink. I'm not advertising here for National Water Commission, but I'm just telling the truth. All right. Okay then. All right.
Yes.
No.
Now the water is purified and ready to drink. This water is stored in the storage tanks and supplied in towns through underground pipes. Thus, water undergoes several processes before it reaches our taps as potable water. To make our tap water extra safe for drinking, we can follow some very simple methods in our kitchen. A simple filter directly fitted to the kitchen tap. Boiling. The process of killing harmful germs by boiling is called sterilization of water. Boiling the water for 1 more minute after it reaches a rolling boil makes it safe for drinking. Remember, if you need to use bottled water anytime, check for these. Bureau of Indian Standards BIS mark. The seal is intact and there is no leakage from the bottle. The manufacturing date and best before date. Crush or puncture the bottle after every use to ensure that the same bottle is not used to refill water again.
That's all. So let us go back over again. What is the first stage of water purification?
Sedimentation, sir.
Good, and it includes what? What does it
The
include? We're not hearing you if you're speaking. We're not hearing you.
Sir, I'm not saying anything.
Okay. Coagulation. All right. All right. So what is the second stage? What happens after sedimentation take place? What's the next thing?
Clarification where they separate water and plant.
Okay, yes. What's next?
Filtration.
Filtration. And what they use in filtration? Name one thing they use in filtration. If you can remember. One they use in filtration.
So the Indian part,
Yeah,
charcoal.
charcoal. Yes, good. All right. And what's the next stage after filtration?
Um, Third, chlorination.
Chlorination or disinfectation or what you want to call it. And then what are some of the chemicals used in that when they disinfect the water? What are some of the chemicals used?
Chlorine, sir. Chlorine.
Chlorine and what's the second one?
Ozone.
Ozone. There's a third one.
Sir.
Potassium permanganate.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Them funny words there, right? Okay, I think that is it for that
Earth
side.
is a watery planet. Yet,
All right, so we should be having a particular possible question. It's not really possible question night, but I just want you guys to see what such questions are like. Why it's very important to join the class because these are some questions. Here we are. So it's a define the term pollutant and identify two sources of chemical pollutants. By the way, what are the, can you give me two sources of chemical pollutants? Say if you remember from last class. Two sources of chemical pollutants.
Nitro.
Yeah. Nitrogen and what else? There's another one.
I know.
Start with S.
S.
Yeah.
Can someone help?
Can somebody help? She's bawling for help. Please help her out. Sulfur, man. Sulfur.
Okay.
Remember, ladies, you can go back to the YouTube channel and rewatch the videos. So what you miss out in class, you can get it back from there. Because the videos are very clear, I understand. It's loud and clear. Right, Tarsha? Tarsha?
Yes, sir.
The videos are loud and clear, don't it? And,
Yeah.
Yes, loud and clear. All right. So one of the things is that you have to learn the definitions of words. So make sure you have your vocabulary going for you. All right. Distinguish between terms disinfectant and antiseptic. These are two different words that you need to know. Following severe flooding, residents had to use water from an overflowing reservoir located near the village. Although they treated the water with recommended amount of chlorine bleach, many of them still became very ill. Based on your knowledge of water purification and pollutants, explain what the residents were trying to achieve by treating the water with bleach and why this treatment was not enough to ensure that the water was safe for human consumption. So you see, we just watched videos on water purification, and this is an example as to how they will ask the question. And of course, we will, go through questions like these in our C.X.C type questions session and how you go about answering these questions. So try your best not to miss those classes. Discuss how landfills in the Caribbean are not as effective today for disposing refuse as they were many years ago. So we will be looking at um, these past paper questions as we come to the end of the section E of the syllabus. And that's the end of the syllabus, actually. Then we're going to restart, go back to section A, and then hopefully you guys will reach further in section B. Some of you are still at, I think all of you know are the second lesson, which is based on respiration. Should be at the second lesson, everybody know. I think everybody's at the second lesson now. I saw Nikosha did circulator system, but Nikosha have not done. I don't think you have done. Nikosha, did you do the? Have you done the second assignment, Nikosha? Have you done respiration?
Yes, sir.
So where's the video for respiration? Where's your presentation for respiration? It's not complete until that video is done, you know. Everybody can follow, use Teresa's method, even though she's building a mansion out of the lessons, but she really do, the mansions are really called, really, she has proven why it is really making sense to do it that way. What she tries to do first is to watch the videos, get her understanding from the tutorials, and after she watched the videos and get her tutorials, she was better able to attack the worksheet questions and do very well on them. And she was able to answer them clearly in her own words. So that method certainly is working. And we want to go using methods that works well for you. So of course, we can maintain our strong track record in getting grade ones and maybe grade twos. But this is the home of grade one students. That's what we're looking for. But if it's a grade two, no, not a problem. At least you have done well. But no grade threes. No grade threes. Grade one, grade two. All right. So we have come to the end of class tonight. And as you know, we ask for feedback. And let me begin with Tasha tonight. Tasha, how was class tonight, Tasha?
Well, it started out very fun, sir. It was fun at the beginning of the class, you know.
Okay, so at the end, what? At the end, what? I'm listening to hear what I'm at the end. I'm listening to hear what happens at the end. You know, I'm listening to hear what's happening at the end. All right, thank you very much for that one.
I just realized that I have missed out a lot, and you know, but I'll catch up.
Well, you know, you'll catch up because the videos are there for you to catch up on.
Yeah.
Right. And I think Tasha had admitted to share with me in about the maths class where she watched some of the classes and started to do the graphs well, right? Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. So going back to the ensure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel and share this YouTube channel with your friends. We want to reach that 1,000 mark. We're gradually increasing, but we want the speed to go a little bit faster. We have a lot of things to do to accomplish as we approach the exam going forward. All right. Teresa, how was your night?
Yes, sir.
How was your night?
Sir. Fun and excited.
Fun and excited. Good. And you're not even sleeping, huh? Wide
No.
awake. You do some more live worksheets, right? Okay. Okay, good. All right. Nikosha, what about you?
Sir, it was exciting.
It was exciting.
Really
Okay,
exciting.
really exciting. Okay, good. And thank you for sharing those positive feedback. And from our last class, we have over 300 odd persons who have viewed that from last week, and that's very good. You guys have made this class fun. and we hope that we continue to do well and so forth. But the students who are watching the videos, watching these classes, it's be good if you register for CDP Labs if you really need the subject, because you are losing out on section B of the syllabus and section C of the syllabus, where our video tutorials are and our worksheets are. But thank you too for viewing our class, and we have had two faithful persons viewing the class during the live. So that's very good. There may be others, but not showing up in the chat. All right, and I want to say a shout out to Miss Kenisha Minto. Thank you very much. One of our former students. All right, and she has been supporting us in our live. I'm going to ask you, ladies, and I don't see nobody sharing our YouTube channel and their stream and their WhatsApp status. What's going on? Waiting on Telegram? Waiting on Telegram? What's what
Sir,
Telegram
how
is
you
all
know
about?
that we don't share it on WhatsApp status?
Because I want to see it.
Hmm.
I watch everybody's status.
So you couldn't see mine, sir.
Oh, you know me, I watch. You block me. Okay.
No, sir, no. But so my status, I don't really share my status with everyone, sir. So you wouldn't see mine.
Okay. Okay, I see. All right. No, it has become an addiction, where people just watch each other's status. It's become an addiction, you know what I mean? All right. But we ask that you please share it on your Facebook pages, all your social media angles, that persons can see that learning online is fun. I mean, Jamaica is just reaching. I saw a launch. Oh, you good? You guys should look out for this. There was a launch today with the CCJ, the Councils of Community College in Jamaica. So they have launched their distance and online education platform programs. So you can jump from one online school to a tertiary online school to get your associate degrees and a bachelor's degree. So I'm not advertising for them, but I'm just showing you they have just reached there, and we have been there since 2009. Yes, I just want to share a little experience with you. We have had students from, very first time, from it was 2009. Our first candidates were from fourth form, and they did the exams and passed it. HSB, yeah, and English language. One of them got a grade one, and that particular student, Dominic, no, not Dominic. I don't quite remember her name, but she is a teacher now in English language. She went and pursued her degree in linguistics at the University of the West Indies. And one of our first online student athlete rather, who was at St. Hugh's High School, Dominic Higgins, did very well too. I think she did three subjects and got all three subjects: maths, English, and human and social biology. And that was in 2013, I believe. And she should finish studying now at North Carolina, University of North Carolina. All right. So we have had our students doing well and have moved on with their lives. We have had other students from Jamaica College. They got big them up, to big them up, to big them up. Lopez is one of the students who is on our advertisement with our, persons who have done well. He was Jamaica College. No, he's from St. Mary College, St. Mary High, and he got one in mathematics, and I think he got a one in English too, and a one in IT. So we want to offer the subjects or mainstream subjects that we normally would have offered, but we need more persons to register for those subjects so that we can re-employ our teachers to give the service that they normally would have offered for CDP Labs their services. So more persons can benefit from the program and move on with their lives. And we have had students who did our course. There was a student in Bermuda who did social studies and got a grade one. He came to Jamaica and did his exam, got a grade one. We had a student from Curacao. He's also on the advertisement. Shaquille, he did well. He did his English language and he got it. Thanks to Miss Chantel Banton, our English language teacher, who did very well. Um, she has 100% pass for English as well with with all our students. Um, and there's something special about Shaquille, you know. Shaquille literally goes on the beach to join his online classes, and that was 2000, and I think the 2016 year, 2016 2017 year, when we had that 100% pass in English language. We did very well in maths as well, and 100% pass in IT. Um, and there are so many, and we have some. 2012 was a very good year. One of my clients, we were friends now, social friends. Miss Carolyn Davidson. She got I think, 3 out of 4 subjects. Um, she did, just sharing a success story if you don't mind, right? She did POB, got human and social biology too. I think she got English language, but she didn't get the maths at the time, right? So her grandson now is in this program, doing 3 subjects with us, but not at C.X.C, but at the grade 8 classes. I teach him for grade 8. And of course, that year we had a student getting grade 2 for maths online. Yeah. And she was in Portmore. And we had a student who got 4 out of 5 subjects. That is Miss Patricia Chambers. She is now in America working, and she actually had her kids join the class, but those kids were jokers, right? So we have had a lot of persons passing through CDP Labs services and getting their subjects and doing well. And up to recent times now, we there was I actually did a interview with her, Chevelle Ickinson. She got 2 subjects in 2018. Actually, she joined the school in January 2018, did the exam in May, June 2018. 4 months before the exam, got a grade 1 for human and social biology, using the technique that I'm forcing you to use, right? Presentations and stuff like that. Um, she got a grade 2 in English language. She returned to CDP Labs in 2019. Started earlier though, did 3 more subjects: maths, POB, and accounts. Got all 3 subjects, including a grade 1 as well. So she now has 5 subjects. She never did C.X.C before. She came to us in 2018 and back in 2019 and got all 5 subjects. And she enrolled with Excelsior Community College. So we're about teaching because we love to teach. And of course, we're about improving the lives of our students, helping them to achieve their educational goals. And we wish them the very best wherever they are. And I want to say publicly to the world, thank you to those students who have entrusted us with their education, and to God be the glory, of course. And very recent times, I must congratulate Miss, she would kill me, Deandra Jarrett. And she's back again with us, just like Chevelle. I hope she'll do well like Chevelle too. But this time she got HSB and English as well. During the COVID period, the COVID, we had to stop. This class was a bit halted because of COVID, so she didn't get to finish her program. But she still got her 2 subjects, English and human and social biology. And I want to congratulate Deandra for that. She's back again with us, doing mathematics, POB, and accounts. You might have seen her in the maths class, but she sees you because she's watching it from the stream, and she does her assignment and Schoology. So we hope that she will do very well in these 3 subjects and this second chance, and get her 5 subjects too. So, and you guys who are online with me now, I know you're going to do well. And Nicole would kill me for this, Nikosha was told recommended to this school because of her friend, um, Miss Blake. Well, not a Blake anymore. She married now, right, Nikosha? Right.
Yes, sir.
She came to the school, just like Teresa now, and I is try to pronounce her first. Shamai. That's what
Samoy.
Samoa, yes, Samoa. She can't kill me. Can remember somewhat. She actually um during the COVID period was looking for a school so she could be prepared for the human and social biology. She went on the YouTube stream just like Teresa. Um, saw one of the tutorials, liked it, clicked on the link to take her to our Facebook page. She quickly registered. We contact her, took her through the orientation process, just like what we did for you guys. I did for you, and registered. And for the 2 weeks, rigorous preparation. I told her she have gotten a grade two. She came to the interview and reminded me of that I gave her that she got the grade two, and indeed she got the grade two in 2 weeks. Human and social biology using the same technique that I am forcing you guys to use. So I don't want a one video thing, video for everything, because you will certainly give her my grade one. She got it in 2 weeks, grade two. You can get it in how much months? Several weeks. Get the grade one. Don't and she did her assignments. She did all of her assignments and did very well on it. And we give God all the glory for all our past student success. And I know that you are going to be just as successful. So please have a good night, have a good weekend, and take care. Have a good weekend.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Same to
You're
you.
welcome. All right. So Teresa, what are those people not plan for come?
I can force the people that are out of their class to come over.
Have you been sharing a link with them?
Sir, I share the link with person that I know, not the bio
Oh,
students that I use to have classes because I don't have their
okay,
number.
okay. So what are they saying about it? Have they given you the feedback?
No, no, they
No
said I watch
feedback.
it.
Okay, 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 okay. All right. We'll get there though. But thank you very much for that. All
No,
right. No problem. So take care. All right.
okay.
Yeah, cool. Take care. All right. So I want to a special thank you to those who are watching us live on YouTube. I'll be coming back on in a few seconds with our second interview with one of our successful candidates. And that's the person I just spoke about. And you'll hear from her as well in our next interview. Thank you very much for staying with us with our human and social biology class tonight. Thank you. Stay tuned to CDP Labs Edu Services. Have a good night.